I've done a lot of these, and it's never gotten to a point where I don't have a topic till the last second. I didn't have a topic. I didn't know what I was going to talk about today. Usually it's throughout the day or as I'm setting up, or I'll get a workout in and it just comes up. But today I was like, I'm jammed. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. A lot of stuff happening around here right now with my loved ones. Emotions are all over the place, and it was like, wow, okay, what am I gonna talk about? And I was like, okay, well, I gotta set up because it's Friday, because it's video day, because I'm committed. That was it. It hit me right the moment I pressed record. It's like, we're gonna talk about commitment. The reason why I'm coming on here is because I'm committed. I'm committed to recording Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, a YouTube video. Here we are. I was not gonna not do it. That's just not the person I am now. I'm a committed person, and if I commit to do something, that's why I've been getting my results. That's why I've been making progress. Now, this is coming from a guy who would never make more than like 70% progress in anything that I would do. I've talked about it here before. I would start something, I'd get it going pretty fast, and then I'd get stuck at about 70-75%. I almost expected it. I did expect it. It got to a point where I did so many things, from hobbies to businesses to jobs to positions at a job and I'd get it going quick. Like, wow, okay, this is cool, growing, and then it would stop. I was like, yeah, pretty much here it comes, right? Anytime I would start, like, okay, let's try something new. Let's add something to this, or let's see if we could get a promotion, or let's see if we could take this to the next level. It would go till it get to that 70% part where it's like, right about here, stuff's not gonna continue to work as it's been working. And sure enough, and it was one of those things where I once I started committing, I broke through. Once I started not being a victim and becoming the person that wasn't stuck. Like, how did you get unstuck? I didn't get unstuck. I became the person that doesn't get stuck. I don't know if I could explain that. It's so simple. It's so like stupid simple, but even when I'm sure it was explained to me in the past, but I didn't get it. If you get it, run with it, because that means you're ready. For a big period of time, I tried to get unstuck. Like, oh, I should try this. Oh, I should try that. Oh, it's the business. Oh, it's the economy. Oh, it's the job. Oh, it's the position. Oh, it's the career. Oh, it's this. It's the friend. It's the people I know. It's the people I hang out with. Oh, this hobby's not. Oh, it's because it's not in season. Oh, it's because where I live. Oh, it's because the place I'm going to. It's never out there. And it's not even you. I wasn't broken. The last thing I said when I was like, I said I give up. It got to the point, that sad point where I said, man, I give up. Because I really just chalked it up as I must be broken. How could a person that's this savvy, that's this quick to get things going, that's this creative, that's this inventive, that I can make stuff out of nothing, that I could improvise, that I have these skills, a bunch of skills that were just like, I knew I had them. Like, yeah, that comes easy to me. That comes easy to me. I'm not too good at that, but I'll pull it off. I had a bunch of those. A bunch of them not that good, but I'll pull it off. And then I had, a few things that was like, fuck, I kill it. I kill it here. How could someone like that, with all that talent that was gifted to me, not be able to get past that 70%? I must be broken. There's something wrong with me. And I just kind of gave up. I can tell you where I was standing. I was in the back room over here, and I was just like, that's it. It was sad. A lump in the throat, tightness of the chest. It was horrible. And then I went like that for, maybe another year or two, couple years, and actually a little bit more than that. I mean, I won't sit here and stay quiet trying to think about how long I took in that, I guess I'm broken part of my life. And then I figured out that, it was self-victimization. Once I stopped being a victim, I started committing to becoming the person that doesn't get stuck. Well, how do you become the person that doesn't get stuck? Well, you imagine it and you put it together. It's like, okay, someone who doesn't get stuck does what? What are his habits? What does he look like? Does he complain? Does he whine? Is he a victim? Does he resent himself for getting stuck all those times? Or did he forgive himself? It's like, oh shit. I didn't know I resented myself. I didn't know that I was disappointed in myself for not being able to get past that 70% block. I didn't know. I was hating on me. I was like, man, how could you be like that? How could you get stuck all the time? And once I forgave myself, because I was just doing my best with the information I had. And the information I had and who I was, who I had created by my daily habits, was the type of person that would get stuck at 70%. So what would happen? I'd get stuck at 70%. So then I said, fuck this. I started changing myself. I started changing myself, but just changing my mindset. I don't get stuck. Oh, okay, so then the next day you skyrocketed? No. No, it took me a while to become the person that gets stuck all the time. So it took me a little bit to get unstuck. And it started with the mindset. I'm the type of person that does not get unstuck. Started there. Like, cool. By just switching that, I opened up a veil. I went to the next step. I was like, okay, well, then what is the person that doesn't get stuck? What does he look like? And then came, I went down the rabbit hole, and then I found out that whole concept of, well, change your mindset to live on purpose. Well, what's my purpose? Well, to become the version of you that you would admire. Well, the person that I admire doesn't get stuck. What does he do? Well, he's, well, what do I do to find out what do I need to do? Well, you got to start motion. You got to start. Everything starts with motion. Everything starts with raising your vibration. How do you raise my vibration? Yeah, give me that vibration stuff. How do I do that? Well, you start by motion, by exercise, by movement. Well, I could do that. I know I could do push-ups. I started doing push-ups. Boom, that raised my vibration. Creativity kicked in. I was like, oh, solutions started coming. It's like, well, no, the version of me that I would admire doesn't get stuck. And the version of me that I would admire, God damn, where do I go? More push-ups, let's go. More push-ups, boom, raise it. Well, he doesn't complain, he doesn't whine, he's not a victim. All this time I've just been a victim. I've been a victim of my past. I've been a victim of this. The version of me that I would admire commits. I used to be afraid of commitment. Afraid of commitment all over the place. And there's a build-up to this. We started talking about commitment, then I went into kind of a story because it all ties in together. It's all mindset. It's all, if you could switch your mindset, if you could switch the way you look at things so the way you look at things change, you'll start changing. And if you change, your surroundings change, because the world is a mirror. I would get stuck. Why? Because I was the type of person that got stuck. Once I changed my mindset, part of that was commitment. I gotta commit to things. If I say I'm gonna do this every day, I'm gonna do this every day. If I say I'm gonna be committed to you, I'm gonna be committed to you. If I say that I'm gonna eat this way, I'm gonna commit to eat this way. If I say that I'm gonna be on time, I'm gonna be on time. I'm gonna up you one, I'm gonna be early. If I say that I'm gonna do things that are difficult because it makes my world easy, I'm gonna do things that are difficult. Everything that I'm learning, I'm applying. I'm not applying it because of what I'm gonna get out of it. I'm not committing for what I'm gonna get out of it. Anything I do, I don't do it because of what I'm gonna get out of it. That's scarcity. More. Gimme. I do everything I do because of who I'm gonna become. If I'm gonna become a higher level person with everything that I do, I'm just growing. That's abundance. I just want to give. If I become better, I give better. And you receive what? What you put out. It's the golden rule. I'm gonna commit. Why? Because of who I'm gonna become. What? Down to making this video today without a topic. Why do I do it? Because of who I'm becoming. The way I'm gonna feel after I upload this and put it together and press save and upload, I'm gonna feel a certain type of way. I'm gonna feel great because I fulfilled my commitment. No matter how much in a disarray I was and what I was gonna do and how I needed to solve a few things and how I needed to help and how I needed to be, and still the few handful of things that I need to do here before the day's over, before the night's over, I still hit that commitment. I'll lay down tonight a little different. Commitment's important in all levels, relationships, friendships, the way you treat your surroundings, but even more importantly, the number one thing to you, which is you. The number one thing to me is me. Be committed to you. Be committed to live on purpose. Be committed to becoming the version of you that you would admire. Because of who you will become. So you could help others do the same. Share the information. Go through the journey. You went through the journey. Fix yourself. Heal yourself. Become that version of you that you would admire. You've already been the person you didn't admire for your whole past. Now it's time to become the version of you that you would admire by just starting to switch your mindset. Life happens for you, not to you. You start winding that up. You start getting momentum. Start with the motion. Raise your vibration. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions will go up. Your life will start changing. You'll start healing. You'll start getting better. You'll start forgiving. Forgiving what? Forgiving who? All those people that did. Yeah, we'll get to those people. Let's start with forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself for all the past life that you've had. Because you did the best with the resources you had. You start healing, you heal, you help others do the same. That's the part of become the version of you that you would admire, so you could help others do the same. Become the version of you that you would admire by healing yourself from all the stuff that you didn't care about yourself. Now you start becoming that wow person, that you look at and you go, dang, he doesn't get stuck. He's become all this. He got rid of all those things that he didn't like about himself and gained all these things that's so great about him. As you start figuring out how to do that and learn that, you can start helping others heal themselves. Do the same.